So as you guys know, Mines hasn't gotten an update at all. Hotel got a Hotel Plus update, and Rooms will get an Archives update. But Mines never got a full update about it. So in this video, I will show you how would it look if Mines had an update. This video will have 3 parts. Let's start with entities. So let's start with a concept I made called Chuckle. This entity is uninfected Screech. Since Screeches are older Giggles infected by Seek, it makes sense to have an uninfected version. Let's talk about the mechanics. So this entity spawns in random rooms with little holes that Chuckle come out at any time. Here how it looks. This entity will chase the player when it comes. This entity is as fast as the player. This entity will not come in generator rooms and can't chase for more than 1 room from the room it spawned. This entity will go away if the player flashes him. With a flashlight, of course. This entity deals 40 damage if it gets to the player. This entity will spawn 2 to 4 times every run. You can just simply walk away if you don't have a flashlight, or you can use a glow stick. Second entity we got is Wade. This entity comes with its own room. It will spawn in the dam entrance, which will be 90 to 100. Here is how the dam entrance will look like. These rooms will be flooded, so the player needs to parkour on top of debris. The player needs to turn off 2 valves to decrease the water level. But there will be 2 wades in the water that will deal 20 damage each if the player falls to the water. You can also use glow sticks to distract them. The amount of wades will change if you play multiplayer. Also in the dam entrance, only Rush, Ambush, Giggle, Trick, Gloombats, Fire Damp, and Screech can spawn. You guys are probably wondering what Trick entity is, which it is another entity I made. This is Trick. It's a Rush variant that spawns only in mines. This entity will spawn in the next door and make a loud noise. But instead of the sound getting louder when this entity is near, it will get quieter. Basically, it will wait behind the next door and will make a siren sound. Siren sound will get quieter, and after it's fully quiet, it will come, and it's 50% faster than Rush. So it tries to trick the players, as its name suggests. Also, it makes a flicker, only not Earthquake. We went over all my entity concepts, so let's talk about old entities fast, then we can continue to grand encounters. So for Fire Damp, I would make it so it takes 60 seconds to kill the player. But if the player stays in it for 50 seconds, it will deal 15 max health and make us hallucinate. That 15 max HP isn't lethal, so it can't kill the player. Let's talk about the hallucination effect, which will be just hearing random rush noises, ambush noises, and PST sounds. Let's change the most annoying entity, which is Gloombats. So I would make the Gloombats deal twice as much as damage, and stepping on eggs will deal 20 damage. Also now, they will despawn after 1 minute, but it will increase by 5 seconds every time they hit someone, and increase by 10 seconds if someone steps on an egg. Also, they will be 30% quieter. Since they are little bugs, they shouldn't make dragon noises. Let's make some entity interactions, then we can move on to grand encounters. Firstly, any Rush variant will kill Gloombats, Chuckles, and Eyes will be able to blind Giggles, and Figure will be able to kill dupes if he enters the dupe room. Let's move on to grand encounters. So I made 2 new grand encounters and revamped the nest. So let's start with Nest. So the main problem with the Nest is that the map is so big, players almost never see Grumbles because it's so big and new players get lost. So this is what I think the map should be. As you guys see, every room is same difficulty except some, but even they have shortcuts. As you guys see, the shortcuts are one way, so it's not too hard. I also try to keep the Nest vibes alive while making the map better. Also, Grumbles will split up to 2 groups of 2 Grumbles. First group will wait at the left side, second will wait at the right side, and Queen will always be on the side that has the next anchor. Also, there will be a flashbang item that will be a key item, so it doesn't count as an inventory slot. The Flashbang item will have 3 durabilities, but it will spawn with 2 every time someone does an anchor. Everyone will get 1 durability. The Flashbang item will stun the Grumbles for 3 seconds and make them turn away, but Queen Grumble won't turn away, she will just get stunned. That's it for the nest. Let's move on to second Seek Chase revamp. So firstly, I am deleting the first part of the Seek Chase, which is just boring and too similar to Hotel Seek Chase. I am also replacing the current pipe section with the old one, but keeping the breakable doors. I am also changing the guiding light's behavior, so now it will change to spot A to B when player gets near it. I'm also adding back the pipe jumping section. Also in the wrong paths, there will be this new entity named Laughter, which will kill anyone who goes in the wrong path. These entities are just medium-sized Grumbles, and the reason I am adding this entity is currently Queen Grumble spawns in the pipes, but they made her smaller, so she fits in the pipes, which just makes the game look bad. Also alongside Laughter Scream can also spawn in the wrong paths. This entity is just Infected Giggle. These guys will spawn in groups of 3, but Queen Grumble will cause earthquakes, which will make the rocks fall and kill the Screams, so they can't really kill the player, but the rocks blocks the path anyways. Also, the laugh of Queen Grumble will be heard when those earthquakes happen. After the player beats the pipe section, the door behind the player will close by guiding light, but the chase will still continue. Here, watch it. As you guys see, Queen Grumble will chase us after Seek stops, and there is fire damp filled paths, which can be shortcuts, but it can also be a dead end since player can't see it. It's just a gamble if the player wants to take risk. But there's always a path with no fire damp if players want to play it safe. Also, there's a lot of debris that blocks the player, so players need to dodge them. So that's it about the second Seek Chase. Let's move on to the brand new ones I made. So firstly, let me explain the first boss I made. So this will replace the old generator figure encounter and spawn at 160 to 170. Once a player goes in the elevator, a cutscene will play something similar to Seek's, which will show figure coming. There is an elevator puzzle in the elevator, which players needs to do to make the elevator move up. Elevator will stop at these little balcony parts, and figure will run on the other path to catch up to us. If players can't do the puzzle in time, figure will get them. The elevator puzzle will only have 4 switches, so it doesn't take too much time. Also, figure takes 1 second to break these planks and 4 seconds to break the elevator. We got one last grand encounter left, so let's move on to that. This figure encounter will spawn at 190. It's a generator room that has snares. Once generator is active, figure will run to the generator, smash it for 8 seconds. After that, generator will deactivate and players needs to press the lever again. So basically, players needs to run to the button before figure smashes the generator. Luckily, figure will ignore all the sounds if generator is active. After the gate is open, even if figure smashes the generator, gate won't close. That's it for the grand encounters. Let's move on to the last part. First of all, mines don't have a special skeleton key room, unlike Hotel, which has the Herb of the Vortis. This room will spawn around door 180. This room is a basic mines room with a skeleton room in it. In the room, there is a pink Herb of Vortis that lets the player hold 1+ items. So instead of 6 items, you can now hold 7 items. But Jeff's shop needs to sell skeleton key too if this ever get added. Also, since we added a new Rush variant that comes from the front, we should make it so Rush can't come from the front to make everything simpler. Also, they need to remove shears from spawning in the normal rooms and make them spawn in overgrown side rooms. Also, they need to make bulk light rarer and flashlight more common. That's basically it about the video. I want to thank you a lot for watching this far. Imagine if these ideas were in the game, only if there was a way you could help me to get these in the game, right? Luckily, there is a way. If you like and subscribe, developers might see this video and add my ideas. This video took hours to make, and it would mean a lot if you liked and subscribed. And with that said, see you soon.